they taking me as fill the space up with hoes like a Jason and Mans. Quiet and official, I stay with my niggas. Free the fellas, I just pray for my niggas. Middle finger to these hating ass niggas, still motivating these ungrateful ass niggas. I know they watching me, I'm watching you too. These niggas be mad cause I'm dropping the truth. There's more than one snitch in your solid ass group, and you say no one time and then watch what they do.
Alright, what's up? What's up? What's poppin'? Hey, yo, it's Snake Dog 916 coming at you live from Sacramento. Hey, you guys already know what it is, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you know somebody or you think you got something you want to see on my channel, man, go in the comments below and let me know about it, man. We get them on here. If you think they can help somebody, I'm willing to put them on here. And if you can't get a hold of us through that, go to the Instagram at nate.dog916 or sandman2788, and we will get back at you, believe it. To the kennel, welcome back. Stay loyal. You know what it is. Excuse me real quick. I got to let you guys know I had to use the old computer, so the quality is not going to be what it usually is because you guys know about the move and such. But that's all right because this interview going to make it more than worth it. So without further ado, something I've been waiting to say for a while now. What they call you, where you from, brother?
More or less, Wildkat. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, East New York, pink houses at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm basically representing New York right now. You know what I'm saying? And representing the West Coast too, man. Because you know, what I represent is not something that is one coast. I represent the East and I represent the West. You know what I mean?
For sure. I appreciate the love, brother. First of all, I appreciate you coming on, man. Let me give my salutes off top. Hey, so I mean, tell us a little bit about what it was like as a kid for Wildkat coming up out there in New York, man.
Man, when I grew up, man, I grew up basically. I lived in the projects, but I grew up out of the projects. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't the person that always stood in the projects all day. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was more an adventurous type of kid. You know what I mean? So I liked to go to the other boroughs. You know what I'm saying? So I used to go to Queens. I used to go to the Bronx, you know what I mean? I like riding the train when my mom used to take me to go visit my other family members in the other boroughs. I like riding the train. So when I was old enough to be able to ride the trains, you know what I'm saying? I was on them trains cutting school. I'm in the Bronx cutting school. I'm in Queens cutting school. You see what I'm saying?
You got
so
around.
I'm all over the place as a youngin', you know what I mean? And going to these different places, you know, and I'm setting precedents in these places of who I am and what I represent as a man. Well, growing up as a man, anyway. I was, you know, I was young. I was in my juvenile years and all that. You know what I mean? But growing up, everything was diversified. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never saw racism, none of that stuff. I only saw people. You know what I mean? So it didn't matter what your skin color was. It didn't matter whether you was a male or female. I gave everybody love and respect as long as they gave it back to me. You know, one thing, my parents, they were very disciplinary. So a lot of the morals and principles that I have came through disciplinary measures, but it actually kind of helped me out in the future because I've always been solid with my morals and principles, not to change them for no one or for no entity. You know what I'm saying? And growing up in the neighborhoods that I came from, you know what I'm saying, it was simple. It was like survive. You gotta survive. Surviving wasn't always, you know, physical. Sometimes surviving was having an understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, there's always one trick of survival.
Right.
One more episode to survival than what people usually know. People usually know survival as fighting and shooting and all that other stuff. But a lot of people know that survival a lot of times got to do with your understanding of the people around you. You don't even got to fight with them. Sometimes y'all only difference is this small. And when y'all take the time to understand each other, that difference becomes even more smaller. So there is no difference, and there's nothing but love and respect. You know
and it builds a stronger bond.
That's a fact, and it travels.
Yeah.
It travels. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a pleasure to go and hop on the train and go to the Bronx, and people's like, oh, Wildkat, yo, I got love for the Cat. Cat was out here with us the other night. Or go to Queens, and they'd be like, yeah, Cat was out here with us the other night too. Or go to Brooklyn, you know, my stomping ground, yo, Cat was out here. Or go to Manhattan, uptown, Cat was out here, yo, Cat.
Yeah, see, I like that you put that out there like that, right? Because I recently did an interview with a cat, and he's from like basically what used to be considered my enemy neighborhood, and they all knew me from the streets when we was turned up, and they knew him, and we did it in his neighborhood park, and that just shows when you build friendships off and put the bullshit to the side, it can change the outlook of what can happen and what can't happen.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Wildkat out there being wild all over all the 5 boroughs and some more. You know what I mean? And eventually, you know, the name is ringing. Do you guys got juvenile facilities out there? Like, are you guys hitting juvenile? I don't know about how it works out there. Do you guys got like juvenile halls and stuff like that?
Yeah, I went through the juvenile system, man. I went through Spofford. You know, Spofford was like a little Rikers Island back then, you know.
Oh, okay.
They recently tore it down. They knocked it down. But Spofford was like a little Rikers Island. So, you know, at the age of 13, 14, I was in these juvenile facilities doing juvenile time, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was the same precedent when you're in those facilities, because those facilities hold what? They hold people from different boroughs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's some people that, because they only stayed in their borough or they only stayed in their projects, they weren't able to adapt with others because they were so solidified within themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you had those that wasn't there. And I could sit down and have a conversation with somebody from the Bronx, and I'm not from the Bronx. I'll be like, yeah, what's up with Fordham Road, man? I used to be going up there, you know what I'm saying, the Vims. I used to be going up there to the pizza spot, you know what I'm saying, on Fordham and Crescent.
Y'all
and
can
dudes would be like, hold up. Yeah, dudes would be like, yo, hold up, you from the Bronx? I'd be like, nah, I'm not from Brooklyn, but
I'm from Brooklyn, but I've been over there, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you get love like that. So when I was in the juvenile facilities,
right,
you know, I was with a bunch of people that was beautiful people that was from upstate, Brooklyn, Queens, the 5 boroughs, Staten Island, you know, so you got to correlate with all these people. Right. And some of these people that I correlated with in these juvenile facilities, I met with them when I came home. When we got out, you know, we kicked it, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh shit, what's up, man? Yo, what's going on?
That built grown-up relationships.
Yeah, that's a fact. So as a 13, 14, 15-year-old, I was already at that mind state where I'm more trying to build relationships instead of having
always funking.
Yeah, always having adversity. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you moving around, you doing your shit. You know what I mean? Eventually, it led to some affiliation type shit.
Yeah. So when I got locked up, on Rikers Island back, you know, when I came through I came through in 1992.
Okay.
I got kicked out of Spofford. You know, we had a big, like a juvenile riot in Spofford, and they kicked a lot of us out, and they sent us to Rikers Island.
Okay.
So when I got to Rikers Island, you know, I was already on go time from being in juvenile.
Okay.
Because everybody was fighting all the time over the most miscellaneous things. He was fighting over chairs. He was fighting over snacks. He was fighting over the TV. You know, he was fighting over the most miscellaneous.
We're young. We fight over breathing.
Right? Hormones. Hormones is popping, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, we out there doing what we doing. So now when I got to Rikers Island, now it's a whole different, you know, it's like you graduating from one gladiator school to another gladiator school. Yeah, so over here, okay, you can have your little fights and all that, but dudes ain't fighting. Dudes pulling out razors and all and sharpening up toothbrushes. Dudes getting set up in the bathroom, getting jumped, beat up. So I'm over here like, hold up. I wasn't over there as a Vic. I ain't coming over here to be a Vic either. It's on and popping. You know what I'm saying? So as the years went on, I built a name. So I had a name. My name really came from, like, not just a lot of cuttings and stuff, but in C74, C74 was half adolescents and half adults.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So while you had the adolescents running around, you still had adults there too.
Right.
So back at that time, being an adolescent, I was yapping shines. For those who don't know what yapping shines mean, I was taking dudes' chains.
Okay.
So I was on some chain snatch and stuff. So I was robbing the adults. And,
wait. You snatching chains in prison?
Yeah, in prison, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm in C74, adolescent, and you know, I had a little team with me. They were adolescents too, all different cultures. My little man Curtis was Jamaican. My other man was Jamaican. SI was black. You know what I'm saying? We had a little adolescent crew, but all of us was doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We was yapping the old dude, the older dudes. They changed and stuff like that. And that's how I got my name. Now, once I got to the adults, remember, because C74 was adolescent.
The mixture, yeah.
Once I got to the adults, now I already knew about the blood movement when I was an adolescent, but I didn't get down with it because you know I'm doing my own thing. I don't need to get down with nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. So I was doing my own thing for all that time. So my name was already ringing bells on the whole Rikers Island. They already knew who Wildkat was. It was like, oh, yeah, Wildkat. Yeah, Wildkat, that, you know, he's a beast. That's that little dude that was in C74. He was yapping the adults over there. Yeah. Now they just moved him to the adults now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when when I got to adults, now they put me in the Bing. You know what I'm saying? And for those who don't know what the Bing is the box. Okay. So I went from adolescent box to adult box. Right. So now I'm in the adult box, you know, and I'm still doing me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still blowing dudes up. You know what I'm saying? Over chains, and such forward.
Blowing dudes up. What does that mean?
Like cutting dudes. Oh, okay. Dudes. You know what I mean? My body count was pretty high by the time I got to the adults, just from adolescence alone. You know what I'm saying? So I already had a rep. Right. Now when I get to the adults, they approached me with the same movement again, which was the blood movement. Right. It was like, yo, man, you gotta get down with this movement. You gotta get down with this movement. You know what I'm saying? And from my understanding, from what I was told, the movement was about. It was never about no race. It was all about oppression. Right. You know what I'm saying? Anything that had to do with oppression, we were against. You know what I'm saying? So certain things that I did, I stopped. So I stopped snatching chains. You know, I stopped blowing up dudes for miscellaneous reasons. Now it had to be a cause, a reason for what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? It changed. So, you know, now I'm doing things for a cause, but I'm not officially in the cause. Right. So I can have a red bandana on, but I'm not officially a blood. Okay. I'm just repping it at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes keep coming to me like, yo, Cat, man, we need you to come in this. We need you to come in this. And I'm over here like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, what happened was you had two gangs that were really big at that time. And that was the Latin Kings and the Nietas. They were big. Right. So what happened with them was, I would never say that their cause was oppressive. Right. Their cause was to, you know, basically revolutionate for the Spanish people. Right. But what happened was they got so big that if you wasn't king or nieta, it doesn't matter if you was white, Spanish, or black. If you wasn't king or nieta, then you had problems using the phone. You had problems if you go on the floor and you doing your thing and you come back, you was getting these type of problems because they ran the houses. Right, okay. You know what I'm saying? So they were so big that if, for example, I'm a neutral, I'm a nothing. Right. I come into a house and the house is basically all Latin Kings and Nieta. And they're going to ask me like, yo, you Latin King? Nah. You Nieta? Nah. So now, when I want to use the phone, they telling me that I got to ask one of them permission to use the phone. I'm over here like, hold up, what? I ain't trying to hear that. Yeah. Now you the police. Now I got to talk to you to use the phone. You know what I'm saying? So now I started getting into beef with them over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, now y'all getting crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? I saw them dudes was taking dudes, putting them on the wall, taking their slippers off, and disciplining them in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching this, and this is all new stuff to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never seen none of that stuff before. Right. I never seen one grown man take another grown man, put him on the wall, hit him in the behind with a slipper, and discipline him in front of everybody that's in there. Right. You know, basically you belittling him just to prove to everybody that you're the strength. So to me, that was oppression.
Oh yeah.